Losing your heads will only benefit you!
Not in this case. You say off with your head, and you mean it literally right now. Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be continuing and finishing season 1 of Disney's Twisted Wonderland. We only had 8 episodes, which is kind of unfortunate, but there is a couple seasons that are confirmed, and hopefully it'll be sooner than later, hopefully within the next year. So I mean, that's one thing to look forward to. The season's been really good, and even though it was short, we got a lot of action, especially at the end here. So we definitely have this last episode. If you have not subscribed to the channel for any reason, definitely do that. We'll be doing a lot of new shows next season, along with whenever this show decides to come out. We will be doing it day 1 like we did with this. I appreciate you all watching these. I never really kind of know where the audience is going to be when it comes to kind of doing a new show, but completely something like this, kind of out there. I wasn't really sure if people were going to watch this, and I really appreciate you guys being here, seriously. And we'll definitely be doing more. So subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. Definitely check out the Patreon. That link is down below if you want to watch the uncut, unfiltered version of this or anything else I do. And let's go ahead and start.
It's not that hard. He's gone full evil, crazy berserker.
If he continues to shed magical energy like this, he may well lose his life when it runs out.
What? He could die?
So how do you
Bring him
stop
back to his
this?
senses before that happens. For losing him would be disastrous, of course, but even worse would be. Never mind. Our students' lives must be our top
Shouldn't we
priority.
know,
Alert the
like,
professors and
what the
house
worst case
all
scenario
ready to
is?
court.
Holy hell. They haven't had a battle like this at all. They are definitely not prepared.
Are you guys seeing this?
You shall henceforth refer to me only as Lord Riddle. And should you peasants dare defy me, then off with your heads it shall be!
Too many off with your
I
heads.
am the one who gives the orders!
Except now he wants it literally.
Now bow! Bow before your queen!
Holy shit.
I cannot block them all.
Seriously, this is a whole nother level.
Well, are you ready for your punishment? It's time for your heads to roll! Once and for all!
Can we just stop rolling heads?
Retreat to the Hall of Mirrors.
You heard the man. Let's move.
Really?
Hey! Gale Force wins! Hold forth! Giant Cauldron!
There's no way you have a chance though, right? Like, even as like a party. They've only really had one fight together, really. Like a couple fights in one episode.
I refuse to stand by and watch him destroy himself. What have I ever done for him? I'm staying.
Head mage, lead the other students away.
Trey? Hold up.
You have to trust me. I can overwrite his magic for a little while.
I mean, okay. I mean, overriding his magic sounds good, especially like knowing him. Maybe he'd have some type of counter or be able to like block it or whatever. But you would think the head mage would be the better like chance to survive something like this or to hold them off. So, but I understand why they're staying, but I'm just thinking with like the knowledge of, hey, they've had like one battle together. You got somebody that can't even, like, our main character can't even use magic. So like, what are we doing here? That's my thought. But maybe, you know, maybe they have a chance.
That will be
The
your
power
chance
of
to attack.
friendship.
You must not engage. This is far too
Yeah.
dangerous.
Seriously, what are you thinking?
Exactly.
You can't even beat Riddle on a good day.
So what, you only fight when you know you can win? You are such a wimp.
You'll never be cool with an attitude like that!
Well, I can't think of a better way to get him to snap out of this. So unless you got a better idea?
Yeah, we'll have to face our fears and do it together. Sorry, Cater, but I am not going to lose him to this.
Boss music ensues. It's like right before you go into a final battle.
There's something I need to tell him. Something I should have done a long time ago.
I guess it's never too late. Unless he scorches everything, but hopefully not too late.
Fine. Shoot. The things I do for you.
Oh, man.
But I do not like or subscribe to this. I mean it.
I understand. Thank you.
But you could subscribe to the channel.
Ridiculous fools and shameless rule breakers all! Very well. Then you shall all be sentenced to death!
Oh, fuck. Okay, that looks really cool.
What are those?
Not the traditional, like... Okay, that, like, it's not their traditional, like, a million swords attack. I feel like I watched that in an anime we did this season recently, where, like, a million swords. But instead of that, we got the million fucking, whatever this is with spades and stuff. I don't know. I just think the design and everything looks pretty cool.
I got this one. Gale Force wins!
Oh,
There we go!
that worked? Oh, for, okay, half a second.
What?
You will rue the day you ever dared to challenge your lord!
What is this thing's weakness? Like, when Riddle's in this form, it really feels like impossible. Power of friendship is losing.
Not good.
Hate the roses!
God damn. It's pretty much,
Really is a great spell. Keep your head on a swivel.
Oh, my ribbon!
it seems to be one of the only things that can counter this. At least from what we've seen so far.
Just stand in my way!
Somebody pick up the pen, wand.
Hang in there, okay?
Is there any revives in this world?
Forget about me.
Revive spells?
You keep fighting and don't.
Gator, no!
That's gonna be a clone, right? Okay, yeah. It was coming out of my mouth.
You
Like-
silly. I've been here the whole time.
Oh, yeah! Your split card spell!
Spacing out. Now let's
We'll be fair. Did anybody else forget for half a second?
Hate the roses!
Okay, so it kind of works on anything that's used as an attack. Who knew painting would be this effective?
Perfect strategy. You going in? Bet.
Am I being overpowered?
Gale Force Cyclone! Come forth, Giant Cauldron!
But how? How? I am never wrong. I must be right.
Yeah,
I'm not right then.
your reality is a little fucked up. That's not something to be scared of.
Yes. Look at how he's acting.
That's not good, though.
And it's leaving him wide open. If I can strike at just the right time.
I'd have been a total goner if it wasn't for this thing.
I need that back.
Oh my god. I can't help but laugh at that.
You half-wit! Have you forgotten you can't use magic? I want your miserable life!
Yeah, but, you know, main character powers? Power of friendship, and
Like that. Look out!
did we raise our speed skills? Holy shit.
Did he seriously get them all?
Face! Get Deuce and Grim! It's a team battle!
Team battle?
Nice work. You want to go again? You bet I do.
I guess they were waiting for all the, like, sending all the fights for the end here. Because we're getting all the good stuff in the last couple episodes, like all the heavy action.
A wavering sword belies a wavering heart! And now that you've lost sight of yourself, you might as well be standing still!
Bowing your head will only benefit you!
Not in this case. You say off with your head. And you mean it literally right now.
I know you're in there!
So bowing's a bad idea.
Don't let the block or darkness defeat you!
Direct shot.
I followed all the rules. How could I be wrong? How?
Man, that got really cemented into his brain.
I don't know how I'm to explain the brilliance of it all.
His mom did a number on
Things
him.
I didn't know. The games I'd never played. A bright red dot, sitting on a pure white plate. Parts of a world I long to live in.
What is
Ooh.
the matter with you? You not only ignored your schedule, but you went out to eat that sugar-laden filth! Oh, Mother, why do you mistake?
It's like showing all the
And
bad
every time
stuff.
It all is simply too much for you.
Mother is a brilliant woman. Accomplished. And always right. Who better to trust than her?
She did kind of drill that in you, though.
Bound as I am by her rules, my heart aches. I need you, Mother. Which rule do I follow to be rid of this pain?
Yeah. So pretty much at this point, to be able to get some out of this, you eventually are going to have to like rework and kind of reprogram your brain from that, because everything he's been doing so far has been from what his mother taught him, drilled into him completely. And when you're that deep and that like completely, I don't know, you have this pattern and these habits so drilled into you, and like you have to kind of start from scratch, and that is a tough thing. And then with this, which is the extreme version, I don't know, it's gonna be hard. Oh yeah, this is Disney. Doorknobs have faces. All keyholes. Aw. He's trying to reach his friend. And the person that needed to help him from the very beginning. And that did originally.
Finally! I've been over here all freaking out like you were never gonna wake up.
I mean, that's a better result than I thought might happen.
What happened?
Ah, how wonderful. It would seem your consciousness has been restored.
My what?
You don't need to worry about anything now. Just rest.
Don't you start coddling him again.
Yeah.
That's exactly why he goes crazy berserker whenever someone raises their voice. Now the garden is trashed, and oh yeah, a whole bunch of us almost died. Yeah, that's pretty hard to argue with.
Boy, no kidding. It sure ain't pretty when you human folk get all stressed.
Okay, but like you didn't die, so maybe cut a bit of slack for a minute.
There's that.
Cater.
Huh?
I really wanted to eat the chestnut tart. I like milk tea more than lemon tea. I want to relax with everyone after a meal.
He's just been following those rules forever.
I really wanted time
Hmm.
to play with Trey and
Oh, there it comes. All that childhood trauma out in the forefront.
No way. Riddle Rose Hearts crying like a baby?
Don't you think you'll get away with this just because you started crying?
You could use a crash course on how to read.
Yeah. Normally, this is like years of therapy. Ready to start.
Sorry. I knew you were struggling. I did nothing but look the other way. But I won't do that anymore. Riddle, the way you've gone about things is wrong. You owe everyone an apology.
I'm sorry. I'm so truly sorry.
What a change, though. Weirdly, the overblotting helped here. Like, having this an extreme change probably wouldn't have happened without this.
If you ever apologized. And now that we're here, you know. One rinky-dink little sorry ain't gonna cut it. I will never let you live this down!
Dude!
You sure you want to say that right now?
Absolutely! This dude walked all over me and my pride. Plus, I worked really hard on that chestnut tart and he threw it out with the trash. He's gonna have to prove it to my face because his words mean nothing to me. I don't know about you, but my birthday ain't for a while.
What? What does that have to do with literally anything?
Getting there. I demand a full do-over of the entire unbirthday party. Because a certain someone kicked us all out of the last one, and this time I want a whole fresh tart from you. Ah, and you don't get to have Trey come in there and help you out either. You gotta do it all on your own. You swing that, maybe I'll think about forgiving you. Maybe.
Another issue resolved under my watchful eye.
Yeah, I really think he could have done something. Like, honestly, I don't know. I think he could have taken that, like, he could have done this instead of them. Now, was it more helpful for them to do it themselves? Maybe he knew that they could have taken it out if they did teamwork in a battle, but you would think he's a lot stronger than he was kind of showing there. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, just me, but let me know in the comments what you think.
Ace is right. Our beautiful rose garden is totally trashed. Trey, you think you can get him to the nurse's office on campus?
Sure.
Yes, come. I shall be delighted to escort you, gentlemen.
All that running and fighting and screaming made me so hungry I could eat an elephant. Oh, I know that smell. Oh, look, this is the same type of rock that came out of the big fellow we fought in the main
Oh,
stone
yeah.
thing.
Oh, don't put it in your mouth before you...
Oh, no.
It's so rich and sweet and complex, and I can detect the faintest hint of a lovely bitter aftertaste.
You're going to destroy your stomach.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think.
Big pal.
Cast iron guts, do you have to process that?
Eating stuff off the ground could still make you sick, you know.
Now that you mention it, this grass looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Spit it out.
Let's not do that.
You gotta ditch those gloves, man.
I mean it.
Nicely done.
Cooperate for 10 seconds.
Thanks, you guys.
Are we your dad? You say something?
Oh no, ignore me.
Please welcome our leader, the Red Sovereign himself, our House Warden, Riddle Rosehearts.
So, how more lax is he going to be on the rules now? Is it going to be a little bit easier?
The roses are red and the tablecloth's white. A perfectly decorated on birthday. And the dormouse in the teapot? Wait, it doesn't matter if it's there.
You don't have to give up on every rule at once. Even if you don't spread jam on the dormouse's nose, you can still eat some. Instead of thinking in absolutes, try thinking, what if we did it like this today?
Yes, that is wise.
It's going to take
Now
time.
let's turn up. Party time.
Stop everything! Those roses are white!
Oh, no.
No! We're so dead.
Riddle, hang on!
Oh, no, he's just going to do it himself.
Who was in charge of those?
Yeah. Okay, that's a big enough change just right there. We're going to use the line off with your heads way less now.
Where
Yes,
were we?
hopefully.
Yes, silly of me. Our unbirthday.
What a turnaround.
Here's the tart I made. I hope you find it satisfactory.
What an interesting design.
A
like that you went the extra mile to glaze the strawberries.
I mean, it's the
Really
first
make them
time.
shine. It's well done for your first try.
Yeah, you're babying him again. But I guess today is fine. Let's dig into this bad boy.
Kind of got like the good cop, bad cop type thing there. Mean, good.
So salty. The heck did you do to make it come out like this?
What? I read the recipe so carefully, and I measured each ingredient twice. There shouldn't be anything wrong with it at all. Though I suppose I may have used a bit too much of Trey's secret ingredient, the oyster sauce.
Oh no.
Of course. When we were small, he said that all the greatest bakers use it for depth of flavor.
Oh no.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but I've never seen anyone fall for that till now.
Well. Oh,
Please, you can't throw
he
such
finally
rubbish
showed up.
balls and expect me to skip every one. Merry on birthday.
Okay, seriously, who is that guy?
Oh, Chinya's a friend from another school.
Oh?
He's a student at the Royal Sword Academy, which happens to be Night Raven's rival school.
Okay, a rival school.
You guys got other magic?
Oh, are they gonna face them next season or
Normally, we only
something?
ever get to see him at Spell Drive events.
What's spell drive?
It's a famous sport. You might enjoy it. Players battle for control of a disc using their magic abilities. We've got an interdorm tournament coming up soon.
Is this the thing that looked like Quidditch?
You need more than strength to win a spell drive game. You also gotta use this.
Oh shit.
You're devious, Leona.
I hope they're prepared. I'm taking everything.
All right. So, okay. So there's the setup for the next season.
I will no longer dole out punishments for 1 or 2 miscolored roses.
There you go.
So benevolent, Riddle.
Yes, unfettered from the rules, I am free.
Baby steps.
The post-meal lemon tea is only meant to have 2 sugar cubes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no matter. Ah, yes. This way is all right, too.
You're making really good progress.
Yeah, that was good.
Dude, we gotta go. Has it been 15 minutes already?
No need to rush. Please take your time.
You are so benevolent, Riddle. Well, I guess in that case, we could stay a little longer.
16 minutes.
Uh-oh.
17
I gotta walk the fish. I gotta go eat my homework.
Like I said, baby steps.
Well, you tried.
I will no longer give thanks before a meal. I'll let as much sugar as I like.
Okay. Now that's just...
I'll refill my teacup again and again. I don't care if all that tea will keep me wide awake. If I want to enjoy my tea time all night long, then I shall.
I mean, there's some rules that are decent. That might help you.
You know, some rules really are there for a reason.
Don't feel like you have to change your good habits.
I really didn't know if we were gonna. It looks like we didn't get like, I mean, other than kind of a setup for season 2, we didn't get anything like saying when it's gonna be or anything like that. But I'm assuming we'll eventually maybe get a trailer or something. But that might take some time, so who knows? But if you guys do find out, even either now or way later, people watching this later, definitely let me know in the comments because I might not have seen it. I do watch a lot of things, and I'm usually trying to do a million things at once, so I do miss things like that. So if there's an announcement or if you know or whatever, feel free to let me know. This show was really good, and I usually like reviewing things at the end. We only had 8 episodes, and there's not like a ton to go off of. This is a lot shorter than most seasons, but it really, when it was trying to, you know, focus on one person, on Riddle, we had, you know, our other characters that we were following, but when it came to like the background, the main focus, the antagonist, I guess you could say, but like, I mean, yeah, I guess he was the antagonist, but in reality, we knew, at least I thought, like, I never thought it was going to go to that degree at the end. That was actually a nice surprise, and we got some great fighting, which we really didn't get much of like this season. But this also, since there's going to be more seasons, and you guys have mentioned that there is so much, like this is like the beginning of, you know, the game that it's based on, so there's probably a lot more. This might actually be more like a tutorial or like the early ons. So I would expect maybe more like crazier things happening going forward. And this was just kind of a nice start. And we got really a nice taste of what they can do in this show and how the fights can go. I really liked that tail end there. That was episodes 7 and 8 were amazing, honestly, together. They were really good. But I really enjoyed this. I didn't know what to expect. This was actually something that this season, it came late, and it just I decided to do it very last minute, and it turned out to be a nice surprise. So you never really kind of know. I was kind of throwing darts at the board with some shows this season. Not everything hit, but this one definitely did. So anyway, this was great. We're going to be doing season 2. You guys said a couple seasons are confirmed. We'll be doing this going forward for sure, day 1. So subscribe if you haven't. I'd really appreciate that. I do a lot of other stuff. I'm going to be trying to find more shows for next season. The other thing was, like, I don't do a lot of English dubs, and this one kind of just got it was all of a convenience thing when it came to, like, there was no subs when I tried to do the first episode, and then the English dub ended up being really good, honestly. So that's just what I'm gonna do for this show. I really like the voices, and it's nice. I don't know, for me, it's honestly, I get more, like, when it comes to me not having to multitask as much, like, the subtitles are there, but, like, I don't need them. I feel like I process a little bit faster in English dub, and I don't usually get that luxury, so it was kind of nice for this. I'm gonna use, at least for this show, usually I do if you watch most of my shows, they're all in Japanese sub, most of them, with the exception of one in Chinese and another one in English. But I usually try to stick to Japanese sub, but I am open to other languages. I usually just go with what people want. So anyway, I appreciate you watching these. Check out the Patreon for the uncut, unfiltered reactions. A lot of exclusives over there. If you guys have any suggestions for shows, leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.